Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. Some of you have probably seen me and or my students using this, and I've been asked to talk to you a little bit about Project Noah. Project Noah is a great resource, can be used on computers and smartphones, so it's really accessible, and it's a great way to engage your students outside the classroom. We'll start with just the main page, look over some of the basics. This is the home page. You'll see it has some of the what they call the spots, where people upload different animals, plants, that they find around their own homes, which can be Africa, it can be India, it can be Europe, it can be America. So it's very wide-reaching, a great way to get students all over the world interacting with each other. If you go to organism, you can start looking at all of these different spottings. You can see there's over 800,000 spottings done so far worldwide. Some are identified, some aren't. It's a great way to even bring up the topic of digital citizenship with your students, or global citizenship, working together for the greater good, helping scientists find these animals, helping them identify never before seen species. It's really cool. Now, the site also has a blog. Something I really like is what they've done, a comic anthology. Really cute. They have just created a comic book to help engage students, help them be more interested in writing, help them be more interested in science. And so they go through and they have different people's stories and pictures of the different types of ants they found, and they've turned it into a comic book. The blog also has important info. One is about the endangered white rhino, like the last male actually just died, and it's also a very good research resource for kids. And then another cool thing about this site is that they create missions. So students from different schools, different states, different countries can contribute to a single mission, like this one, the Global Schoolyard Bio Blitz. Basically, teachers will take out their students and just have them document as many organisms as they can. Again, it can be plants, amphibian, birds, mammals, bugs. There's a lot of bugs, trust me. You won't be lacking for organisms to see. Now, what you're probably all interested in more is the educational use, which has its own tab. It talks about how to get started as a teacher, setting up your classroom. Getting started shows some possible missions, symbiotic relationships, mimetic animals. And then they also have resources and teaching materials. One of my favorites is this project called Writing Goes Wild. They created the lesson plan. They've got the objectives, the standards. It's meant for writing for 4th grade, and it's teaching kids about adjectives and about writing descriptively. So what they do is they have each kid look at a picture of an organism and then write about it as descriptively as they can. And then the kids switch seats, read the descriptions, and try and picture the animal. And then they'll look at the image and see how accurate they were. Then once you're done with that indoor stuff, you can take them out and have them do the outside project, go on a field trip, walk around any nature trails or just around the playground and have them find what they can. And then it recommends trying to find missions to include the photos with, like one could be the Global Schoolyard Backyard Blitz. This, like what it says here, using technology to bring together science and writing. This website is a great way to get kids interested and get kids learning in a different way, in a way that sometimes may not feel like learning. Like something they could use for the picture for that is the Madrona. This is the spot of the week, and like it's very well written. It's a great way to get kids learning about how to write well, how to use adjectives, how to write clear sentences, how to write good descriptions. Now we'll go a little bit more into the website itself. This is my own web page. And then, as you can see on the site, it's very accessible. It's very easy to navigate. If you go to your classroom, sorry about that. Quick tech difficulty. We're back up and running. So maybe it is just the classroom page that isn't working. Nope, there we go. This is your classroom page. I called it Miss Simpson's Extraordinary Explorers. You'll see the amount of students. You'll have your school and some spottings and missions. You can see this is the you can easily add students, create missions, see what your students have been doing, see what any spottings they have found. You can use this to create activities, create missions. Kids will also get patches for contributing, which kind of like Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. It's a cool way to keep them motivated. Now, for if you're wanting to upload an organism, it's pretty easy. You can just add your picture, scientific name, descriptions, habitats, notes. You can add references for more information about the organism. Again, why it's a good research resource as well. Creating missions is just as easy. You can even create a mission radius so you know so the people who are seeing it want to contribute. If someone's within, say, your 300-mile radius, other schools can contribute. It can be a district-wide mission. So you can add photos, you can link it to Twitter and Facebook. It's a great way for showing kids constructive ways of using social media and their cell phones. And that is it. It's, like I've said, it's a really easy website. It's easy to find your way around, easy to use. They have an iBook that can help explain more in-depth about it. And if you have any questions, it's a good place to look. And I really hope we can start using this more often. More schools will start using resources like this. Great ways to get kids out of the classroom, get them outside, get them enjoying the school day instead of dreading having to sit behind that desk all day. If you have any questions, please feel free to come by my classroom, send me a note, send me an email. Be glad to help, and hope you have fun.